Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm headed over to the body shop, but before I do that, I need to head over to the junkyard to try to find a driver door handle. I'm not exactly sure what I did with the door handle off the Challenger door, the driver's side Challenger door, because they are the same Challenger, Charger, or supposedly they're the same. They look exactly the same. So also, I'm gonna go over to the body shop and paint this wing. So this is a factory Magnum wing. They come in just black plastic finish. And since it seems like it's gonna be a while until I get the Trackhawk / Magnum wing from Black Ops Auto Works that I designed, I need some sort of wing on the Magnum. So I don't wanna just put this plastic wing on there because it just doesn't, it's not very appealing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna scuff it down, prime it, hit it with 320, hit it with sealer, and then hit it with some brilliant black paint and clear, just like I did through the roof of the hatch. And then we can get that all good to go. And then we'll have a wing, then we'll have the last door handle, and then we can pretty much assemble the whole car, because I decided that I'm gonna have a company buff the car instead of me buffing the car, because I'm not very good at it. And I'm good at admitting when I'm not good at something, and I don't wanna, you know, I don't mind learning, but at this point, I don't wanna, you know, I'll buff some stuff, but at the same time, I don't wanna, you know, mess the car up. I just got to the junkyard, looked around, wasn't able to find the handle for a little bit, and then I thought about it, and I was like, maybe it's in the Magnum door inside, because I needed the button to get everything to work, and the buttons don't come out. So I looked inside the door, it was there, and we're ready to go back over to the body shop. But before I do that, the Trackhawk is sitting on top of a crusher car pile, and there's a LSD rear differential control module that's supposed to be somewhere in the back, and the spare tire was good. So if it's somewhere around the spare tire and underneath all that stuff, it might still be good inside the car. And you know, I could grab that, and maybe even the one under the seat might still be good. So I'm gonna go on top, climb on top of this crusher car pile. But yeah, I'm really happy that I have this door handle, because every one that I tried to order off eBay, so I actually ordered one off eBay, and the guy sent it to me, and it's like they tried to pull this off without heating it up, and all the clips, all the tabs were busted. So I got it and I was like, it's already loose, so I sent it back. So yeah, I'm really happy that this was there, and now I can paint this, and I'll have all 4 door handles for the car painted. The Trackhawk wasn't the one that was as high up as I thought it was. The SRT is a lot higher up, as you can see right there. Yeah, I don't even know. Man, I need those things on that one. Look at the wiring harness. There's that underbody wiring harness, and it's probably on this one too. Oh, this one's definitely melted on this one. Yeah, this underbody wiring. But that module should be somewhere around in here. I'm not exactly sure where this thing is, but I'm guessing it's probably that thing right there that's all melted. So unfortunately, I don't think we're gonna have the limited slip control module. All the wiring down here looks all right, but it's not 100% good, because back there it all gets burnt right here. So it's not really worth having it lifted up and then pull the harness, because it's really not that good. So another thing is the fuel tank wiring. I'm guessing that is what this is going to, is also burnt on this side, but that side of the fuel tank's okay, which is kind of unfortunate. I wish it wouldn't have burnt that much on the back. And yeah, I don't see really anything good on this thing, unfortunately, because it just got way too hot. So I guess we'll go check out the one up there, because I think this one was burnt, but it was more wrecked than it was burnt. I climbed all the way up there. It was too hard to hold the camera and climb, but that one's just as burnt. So I think the underneath was a little less burnt, but I think that control module is actually inside. Both of them are inside. So one's under the driver's seat, I believe, and then the other one's somewhere in the rear. But yeah, the fire just kind of took all that stuff out. So at least we have the door handle. Let's take that over to the body shop, get that handle painted, or get the handle sanded in 600 based. Same thing with the wing. Let's get it primed, and then we could get it in brilliant black. We're at the body shop for a little bit now and have what I need ready to paint. So I primed, or I had Josh prime the wing, and then I blocked it out in 600 grit, and then the handle, I pulled it off, and this is sanded in 600 grit since it didn't have any scratches or damage. It's just 600 base and clear, and the same thing with that. It's 600 base and clear, and I'm not really too worried about that because it's just going to be temporary. I just want it to be shiny, and I really don't like the look of just, you know, textured plastic. It really doesn't flow with anything, so we're gonna have that nice and gloss black. Also, I think I've said this before, but to get those handles off, there is kind of a trick to do it. So the front ones, since it has the button in it, the only way to mask that button off is to have it out of there. So the back ones, you can mask them off. The front ones have the button, and how I do it is I just pull them off. Well, the first one I pulled it off when it was cold. So it broke all the tabs, and that's why I had to, well, I forgot that I had the one off of the Challenger, and then I did. So now I have that one to paint. So how you get them so they don't break the tabs, I use this heat lamp right here. You could probably just use a heat gun, and I just let it sit under there for like 10 minutes. The plastic heats up, and it just gives it a little bit, just enough flexibility so it doesn't break the tabs, and it gives it just enough flexibility so it's not brittle. So if anybody is trying to paint those, or trying to figure out how they're gonna paint them, or need to color change them, or got a broke one and need to fix it, that's pretty much how you do it. It's the front ones, it's okay. You just have to pull them off like that, and then the back ones you can just mask them off and you don't have any issues. So, and then they come out nice and brand new. So now the wing in that driver's side front door handle is painted, so we are ready to go. So everything is now 100% painted for the car. So all the door handles, the wing, everything. So I can't wait, because Saturday I need to finish 1,000 gritting the car, because Saturday, like I said, it's going to get polished, and then I think next week it's going to get clear brought, which is going to be awesome. But I really like how the wing is, nice and shiny. I really, like I said before, don't like the just matte black plastic textured stuff. It just doesn't look good to me. This looks more modern. I wish I had the Trackhawk wing for my car, but I guess the Black Ops Auto Works has been having some issues with materials and supply, just like everybody else. So I understand what's going on. This will do for the time being, and it'll still look decent until we get the upgraded, larger, nicer wing. And hopefully this wing doesn't grow on me, because it's just a little bit too small, I think. But yeah, let's tomorrow I could come back and get all this stuff put on the car and just kind of go from there. But yeah, let's head home. I want to do some stuff with wiring and kind of look at what I have, because I still have the old Challenger wiring harness, and I'm going to probably start de-looming it to figure out what I'm gonna do about wiring. Just got back home, started messing with some harnesses. So I got this harness a long time ago. This is a 2015 Scat Pack Charger harness. I've used it for parts. It's a little bit cut up here. Actually, I got it was cut up. It wasn't supposed to be cut up when I ordered it, but I got it off of, I think I got it from a subscriber maybe, or maybe someone on Instagram. But it has come in handy to have, and now it might come in handy again. So this is out of 2015. If you guys remember the Hellcat build, this is the harness, the old harness from the car, because when they welded on the front sheet metal, they burned some of the wiring. So I ended up just buying a brand new harness from Dodge. It was like 1,200 bucks, but I really didn't want to cut any corners, and I really didn't want to have any wiring issues. So what I may end up doing, and I'm not exactly sure, because I'm either gonna go 100% Trackhawk wiring, or I'm gonna make a harness and just add modules and make everything work together. But if I do that, I will need pretty much factory support, or almost somebody that has the factory OEM programming tool, so I could add modules to my body control module and my engine computer, because really the wiring, I looked up the wiring diagrams. One of my subscribers really helped me out, got me the wiring diagrams for the newer Trackhawk. I really don't want to put your name on here because I don't want you in trouble from Dodge, but I have both factory service manuals for 2020s, Charger Hellcat and Trackhawk, and there's a lot of stuff that is exactly the same. So I could make these wiring harnesses. I'm really good at wiring, but the only thing I'm worried about is if I make a wiring harness and splice in Charger and Challenger and all this stuff together, and then I won't be, you know, my biggest worry is I make this harness and it works, but I can't make it work because I can't add the control modules and add the different body control modules, the transfer case control module, the rear LSD control module from the Trackhawk to the Challenger ECU. So I'm going to start depinning this. I'm going to try to figure out where I'm going to go with this, but I'm going to compare them. I know that this one over here is out of this Hellcat, and I have the VIN number for that. It should work. I'll have to check the part number on there, but it should work all the way up to the newer ones. So since it is an 18, it seems like everything 18 is 18 up. So it seems like they're using a lot of, just like the coolant pump, 18 up to 21. So, and this harness is a lot better condition than this one. But what I need out of this harness, if I do end up using the Challenger harness, is I need to pull all the wiring out for the doors, because this is a 4-door, that's a 2-door, and it's not too difficult to get all this to work and blend together. So really I just need this, and it all just comes up here, and it all just kind of, you know, plugs in. So as long as I know kind of where I'm going, I should be able to get the end result that I need. So I really just need this part of the harness, and I've already looked into this before when I was doing the first Magnum, swapping all the Challenger stuff into it. I was almost gonna pull all this wiring out, and then I ended up not doing it. Took the headlights out so when they buff it, they don't mess up the headlights, but I got pretty much everything together. I still need to, I'm gonna wet sand and actually buff. This side skirt is actually buffed, so he doesn't have to go underneath it as much, and then he could just polish that. I still need to sand the bumper, front and rear bumpers, and a few little things here and there. But I figured out a bunch of these brackets. So on the wide body, I had to figure all this stuff out. There's this white bracket back here. There's a black bracket on the inside of the bumper, and then they kind of both just go together. This one actually clips into the outer core support. So that's, you know, there's no information on how any of this goes together. So the front, there's just 2 brackets right there. But in the back, we have the, so it still retains the normal Charger bracket right here, and then it has this little bracket that pop rivets in, and then it screws in right there. So you just have to put a pop rivet. That pop rivet's still a little bit loose. And then up here, there is the normal Charger bumper thing, but then there's this extra additional bracket that goes into it, and you also pop rivet that. So I didn't get the Dodge pop rivets, I just used normal ones, and it is perfectly fine. I mean, I can't wait to actually see this thing buffed. I still need to pretty much wet sand the quarter panel. I put the wing on it. I still don't really like the wing, but it is nicer than not having a wing at all. And it just kind of goes with the flow. So I'm letting the wing bake, and the door handles, I didn't put those on. I really like the paint matched buttons though. I really like that. I'm glad I did it because it just kind of flows with the car. And I also put the taillights in. So what I'm gonna see if they could do is if they can get the, polish up the taillights as well, because I'll have those possibly clear broad. And then I still haven't even touched the hatch or the back bump. After a whole lot of sanding, the Charger is now ready. And this side is polished because, or this side is shiny because I've already sanded this in 1000 and buffed it. But as you can see, the flare is 1000, the bumper's 1000. The flare on the other side and the other flares. So I'm not exactly sure what happened to all my clips. So I pulled all the clips off when I painted the flares because I didn't want the clips to get painted. And for some reason, I only have half the clips. So hopefully I can find the rest of the clips. I have no clue where they would have been other than in the baggie with these clips. So hopefully tomorrow I can find them so I can put the flares on, because those clips are pretty expensive from Dodge. They're like $1.15 a piece, and you need like 50 of them per flare. So it adds up really quick. And hopefully, you know, usually Dodge doesn't have them in stock, so they have to order them, and I want to have all this stuff together. So hopefully I can find the clips, but I'm really happy that the flares are on. Everything is sanded down and ready to go. And I put the front flare on for the first time, like actually put it on, and I can't believe how wide it is. Look how sunk in that Scat Pack wheel is. It's just crazy that that tire, I think, is still a 295. I believe it's a 295 on these. Let's see, no, a 275 on a 20, and it's still that sunk in. So I'm definitely gonna run some 325s all the way around. You can see in the back, same thing, super sunk in. I did, like I said before, I pulled the headlights out so they don't mess them up when they buff the paint. I don't want them to be buffing on the brand new headlights. And you know, there's some spots that I didn't, around those tight edges, I left them shiny. I didn't sand them because it's not really gonna do much. The whole hood on the top right there of that vent, where the intake goes, or where the air goes into the engine bay, I left that top piece shiny. So, you know, so it's a little bit easier. Plus, that's a curved edge. When he polishes it, it's still gonna pretty much take out whatever little orange peel or whatever is on there, which most of this stuff really didn't have much. It was pretty easy to sand and get the orange peel out of it because it was very minimal, but everything is so large. That's really what ended up taking a lot of time. So I'm really happy that I'm ready for Saturday. Today is Thursday, so I have a day to find those clips or order them or do whatever, and get this thing loaded on the trailer. Hopefully my trailer, I might have to put it on like a kind of like a slope, because I don't want the bumper to hit the ramps. So my trailer isn't low carb friendly really. I usually pull bumpers off, so hopefully I don't have any issues. But I was sanding all this stuff, and it was just very tedious. So I'm really happy that it's finally done, and I can't wait to see her buffed and polished and ready for clear bra. And I can't wait to wait till we get clear bra on it. But I'm gonna end the video here. She is super, super nice and really wide, a lot wider than I was expecting. Even though I've seen Chargers that were wide body, for some reason when it's a wagon, it just looks wider. I mean, look at that. So that's gonna be the end of this video. I'm glad that this is done and ready to go. If you like these videos, make sure to click the subscribe button, throw a thumbs up, throw a comment below. As always, see you guys next time.